Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Let's update our view on the Bitcoin market. Volatility here as well is not very strong. The market stands in a tight range, but there are some moments that we need to consider. So in the beginning of the week and in the last week, when the retracement started here, it's pullback. A lot of questions were about whether maybe this is the end of the pullback, maybe where we should be ready for downward continuation, maybe this is reversal and so on. And in that moment, we said that it's too early to deny the upward action. It's nothing has happened yet that could tell us that indeed this is over and we should consider some downward continuation. And we have explained that if you will take a look at the harmonic retracements that stands on the daily charts, market at that moment when it just has started, market hasn't completed yet even the harmonic pullback. So besides market stands above the broken confidence level, here was the confidence resistance former, when the market has broken it through and stands upon it. So this price of action is very typical, especially on the stock market on a trending day session. So when the trend started in the beginning of the session on the intraday charts, market breaking the level, then stands upon it, stay for some time, then breaking next level, and so on. Here we have the daily chart, but the price action is very similar. So it was resistance, breakout, and market stands upon it, holding above the broken level. It's also previous lows, as you can see. So currently, guys, today, as you can see, a market could form bullish reversal candle, bullish reversal day. So the session is not closed yet. It actually has just has started. But if market will close somewhere around this area and above the top of the previous day, it will be the reversal, because take a look, market has formed new lows and could close above the previous top. In this case, it will be reversal, which is a good sign for a possible upward continuation. Another reason why we think that market could go higher, we have the XLP on the 4-time frame chart, if you remember. This is our XLP 78.73 with the initial A, B, C bottom pattern. As you can see, market already stands above the OP, so it stands in halfway to the XLP target. And in such situation, it's very rare happens when the market moves above the OP but abandon XOP and turning down. Usually, as market turns and stands above the OP, it just continue action to the next destination point. That's actually what we have currently. That's why keep an eye on this chart, what will happen here by today close, and if indeed we'll get the reversal, this is very good for upward performance. Currently, we still think that market could reach this area, 78, 70, 80 even. This is agreement resistance. That our major level where we could consider taking the short position, because at least at the first touch, some technical response down will happen, and that, as usual, lets us to turn our trade to the riskless, moving the stops to the break-even, and then we will see just what will happen. If market will follow our bearish trend on the weekly chart, moving back to the 3.3 area, that's great. If market will break it up, well, we will lose nothing, but we will see, we will get information that context has changed, and we need to consider something else. Also take a look that here is hash rate starts to recover. It has not recovered totally, so we do not see the end of the capitulation. But the signs of the hash rate starts to rise, it's also a good sign. Market starts to rise as well. On the intraday charts, what we have? That's our hand and shoulders pattern. Our suggestion to buy right at the first level, as you can see, worked nice, because if we'll take a look purely on this head and shoulders, there are two targets. First one, the A, B, C top, 64.70. So we said, buy around this area. You could take the 30% of your position this level, because you do not know whether the market will drop to the 60 or not. Currently, as you can see, recovery has started. So now you just could move your stop to the break-even and see what will happen. Okay, because you're already in a trade. If market suddenly will drop back to the 60, you will buy again here with the total volume, because 60 even is a very strong level. You can see confidence support. Here previous tops, previous lows, so natural support resistance level, and target of the hand and shoulders. But somehow I suggest that the chance that market will start upward action somewhere from this area looks more probable. Here's what to keep an eye on. So if you haven't taken a position here and you still would like to take positions somewhere in this area, keep an eye. Here we could get reverse head and shoulders pattern. So it could be left wing, head, right wing. I will not be surprised if you plot the MACD here, you will see the divergence as well. So you could consider possible taking around 66, 66.50. That's the level where you could consider taking the long position if you have missed the opportunity to go buy, to go long right at the OP target based on the hand and shoulders. Well, here's also minor washing rinse as you can see the previous lows. That's actually all that we could say currently. So bullish context is still valid. It is not cancelled. To cancel the bullish context, we need the market to see breakthrough with this through this confidence support area. If it will happen, well, that will be very valuable sign, important sign for the market. This really could mean that market is dropping lower, but at least market just showing minor pullback. You can see here this overall action is not very strong. It's choppy and slow, so we still think that 70 and 73s could be hit. And we're actually moving with our trading plan that exists. We talked about it 3 days ago. So first opportunity to buy here, take the 30% of your position, wait what will happen. If market will drop here, take the 70% of your position here. You can see market at the first point bounce up, moves up to the break even, and see what will happen. If you would like to add more, consider possible hand and shoulders here that could be formed tomorrow, for example, and think about add more to your position. So it's normal, common sense managing of your trades. Everybody knows that. Well, that's what we have on the Bitcoin market. Let's see how the situation will develop here.